Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this...
Thank you, Larry. Coming... It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. To return, here comes Marcus Sherrills. And he's got some space here. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line. So excellent starting position here for the Vikings. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Second down following the run. Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
The play clock's running down on 3rd down. That's Hale. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll set up to throw, and he slings one that's incomplete. The tight end, Blake Bell, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
They'll look to throw. Got a man, it's right. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
And they give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
Here we go. 3, 9,
defense working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Brandon, I know what I would do in this situation. You're on the road. It's the opening drive. You've gotten all the way down here. I would go for it.
Get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And New York set to take the field. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
All right, here we go. No, check.
On the give, this is their fullback. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
To throw on 2nd down. Murray able to power through. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
From the gun, Murray. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for a loss of 9. And that'll lead to 4th down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. Boy, that went straight out of bounds, and that will set the return team up in the red zone already. And now out comes Minnesota. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll drop the throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
On 3rd down. That's Hale. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 4th down.
And thus far in this NFL season, no touchdown scored for him, and he's not going to get it on that play either.
So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
And New York set to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. Murray fighting, lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one, 11 yards in the first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Operating from the gun. Murray. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
And now out comes Minnesota. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Hard throw, incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are. But with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll run on first down. Green. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. The numbers for Green a week ago: 21 carries, 108 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync. Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. 7-0 is our score, and we will return to MetLife Stadium after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they've got it here with a first down. From the gun, Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Second down now. Green. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Throw left side complete. That's Hansen. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Here's Murray. Now they go screen. It's complete. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Throwing on first down. Murray over the middle, complete. That's Hansen. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 6 there on first. On second down, Green, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live foot. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
Offense.
Now they nab the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now back to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train.
Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? Third and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And where did this one go out? Not good. Let's see. They're going to say inside the 35-yard line. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Looking to throw on second down. Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
From the gun on third down. Murray. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Point after now from Catanzaro. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there, and this remains a 7-point game. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves his sticks. He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bell. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Second down now after the pass completion. Looking to throw. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And New York set to take the field. On 1st and 10, Murray. Anuno's got it, complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. To throw on 2nd down. Murray, quick hitter here, it's complete. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Murray now. And he's got a new one. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage or you're trying to time up a blitz. You've got to get it right, otherwise that flag comes out and you just cost your team some yardage.
Operating from the gun, Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hansen. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
On 1st down, Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hansen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 2nd down now, Green. And he'll lose yardage here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Jets are happy to be in front right now and just want to play 2 more solid quarters. The Vikings just want to come out after the half and claw their way back into the game. All right, let's get it going. Here's the first half highlights. Moving now to late in the first. Here the catch is made way downfield. After the long pass, he'll score. That takes the lead up to 7. Jets take over late in the second. Murray's going to find his mark, and it leads to a touchdown. Still late in the first half, Jets up by a touchdown. Bell's by himself here, and he'll end up at the 30-yard line before being tackled. So that's it for us. We'll go back now to East Rutherford for the start of the second half.
Thank you, LR. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, you're almost in field goal position.
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Now Green, staying on the ground. Let's hope he's all right. We'll check on his status when we get back. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
Open man is Stewart. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
On 1st and 10, Murray got his man complete over the middle. It's Hanson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
The first carry for Elijah McGuire. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Murray. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Catanzaro now for the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start. But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Murray. Complete to Stewart, right side. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go. Detroit!
On the carry, this is McGuire. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. From the gun, Murray. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a gain of 5. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Murray. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And nobody was open downfield there. Looked like a pretty clear throwaway.
Yeah, it definitely was that. I'm wondering why there wasn't intentional grounding. I know they're saying there's a receiver there in the area. Those darn quarterbacks, they get away with everything.
Spoken like a true defensive back, Mr. Davis.
Did that come out?
It did.
Okay.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Vikings on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is third down and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's Ryan Quigley now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sideline. So the directional kicking problematic there. They're going to spot this inside the 30-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. On first down, Murray. And an alley to run. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. First and goal from the 8. From the gun, Murray. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Operating from the gun, Murray. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Cat and zero out now as he'll kick this one away. Here comes Sherrills. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage.
Well, the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. Really solid effort for him right now. Third quarter, already 4 touchdown passes. How many can he get here?
That remains to be seen, but I know one thing. You and I will be here to watch, and I'm not going anywhere. With what he's doing in this contest, I'm not missing a minute of it. This guy's been spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, it's a team game, but sometimes these individual performances are fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes they just kind of come to the front, despite the fact, as you said, we know it's all about the team, but the way he's playing, he's trying to make his team win on his back.
Yeah, it's been exciting. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
From the gun, Murray. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
All right, here we go.
On third down, Murray. They shakes him off. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And out now come the Vikings. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And that is incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment defense.
So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind a line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go. Green, 39.
He'll look to throw. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Ardarius Stewart there. And it's 2nd down. Second down following the incompletion.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run with McGuire. Open space inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
10 yards still left on second down. He'll look to throw, and he fires one incomplete. The Vikings on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd gone to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Carter. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Operating from the gun. Murray. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And Murray's still down. Maybe shaking up that go-around. Let's hope he's all right. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. First throw now for the backup, Bryce Petty. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hansen. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're looking at third and a few inches. Here's Petty. touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Petty now. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second...
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
And now out comes Minnesota. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
7 yards to go on 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 7. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, You know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go one time. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Back to throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try to hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Second down now after the incompletion. They're going to look to throw. Completes it over the middle to Floyd. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Over the middle, complete. It's Bell. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here trying to preserve the lead. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds. New York set to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because Every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Jets, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Jets as we